Have you ever heard of an employer getting stuck with a claim and no coverage from stop loss? What if I told you that the stop loss contract type that you choose, whether it's 1212, 1215, or 1218, and if you don't know what that means, stick around, you will by the end of this video. But what if I told you that that contract type can either protect your company or leave you exposed to thousands in extra claims? Sounds like something you might want to know. Today I'm breaking down the different stop loss contract types in plain English. By the end of today's video, you'll know exactly what each one means, where the traps are, and how to spot the right fit for your plan. Here's the reality. Most buyers never get a clear explanation of contract types. They hear 1215 or 1218 and they just nod along, without realizing that it's literally the difference between paying or not paying for a late claim. And when a $250,000 claim sneaks in just outside of the coverage window, the employer ends up eating it. Think about this. Your company is self-funded to control costs, but if you don't understand contract types, you're basically gambling with your premiums. You think you're covered, but the way the months are counted, run-in claims or run-out claims can shift 6 figures of risk right back to your balance sheet. So let's pull back the curtain on this. These numbers, 1212, 1215, 1218, they're not random. They're shorthand for the number of months in which a claim must be incurred and when they must be paid to fall under the stop loss protection. So the first set of numbers are for when the claim must be incurred, and the second set of numbers are for when the claim must be paid for it to fall under stop loss coverage. In a 1212 contract, claims must be incurred and paid in the same plan year. This sounds clean, but it's risky if your claims lag. For a 1215 contract, claims must be incurred inside of the plan year, but you get 3 additional months of what we call run out to pay them. 1218, same idea, but with a 6-month run out period. More cushion, but higher premium. And then you have 1512 or 1812. These are run-in contracts. These allow you to cover claims incurred before your plan year, but paid after it starts. Here's how this looks in real life. If an employee has surgery on December 28th, but the hospital doesn't bill until February, under a 1212 contract, that claim falls outside of the coverage and you could end up paying for it. But under a 1215, it's protected by stop loss. With a 1218, you get an even bigger buffer. This matters for larger employers with complex claims that may take months to process. And for run-in, picture this. If you were self-funded with Carrier A last year and you moved to Carrier B this year, an employee's hospital stay started in December under Carrier A but wasn't billed until February, without run-in coverage, Carrier B could deny it and then you're stuck with the cost. Now, let's clear something up about run-in contracts. If you're coming straight from a fully insured plan, you usually don't need run-in coverage. Why is this? Well, because your fully insured carriers are responsible for every claim incurred during that policy period, even if those claims get paid months later. So when that plan ends, your new self-funded stop loss begins with a clean slate. Where run-in coverage really comes into play is if you were already self-funded with another carrier, or leaving a level-funded plan that didn't give you enough run-out protection. In those cases, late arriving claims can land in no man's land without a run-in contract. And that's when you get stuck holding the bag. When you understand these contract types, 1212, 1215, 1218, and when run in or run out really matter, you can stop gambling. Instead of wondering whether a late claim is going to land in your lap, you know exactly where the risk sits and who owns it. You can line up the right contract with your company's situation, whether that's moving from fully insured, coming out of a level funded plan, or already operating self-funded. This means no surprises, no 6-figure gaps, and a health plan that's actually designed to protect you. Here's the takeaway. Don't just nod when your broker throws out a contract type like 1215. Ask them to explain it. Ask them why it's the right contract for your company. If they can't, that's a red flag, because contract types aren't just jargon, they're real dollars at risk. And this is just one piece of the puzzle. In our upcoming Stop Loss 101 video series, I'll cover other traps that brokers gloss over, like lasers and aggregating specifics, so you can see the full picture. So hit subscribe, share this with your CFO, and let's make sure your self-funded health plan is built to protect you, not to surprise you.